Hi friends, and welcome to our science lesson of the week. So for this week in science, we are going to grow some mold on some bread. Woo! Kind of gross, but also kind of cool. This is going to also kind of be extended experiment, so we'll do it today, and then we just got to watch it for up to 3 weeks and see kind of what happens. Maybe we'll have something within a week. That would be very cool, but we might have to be a little bit more patient with it. I am going to talk about some of the things that we're going to need, and then I'm going to pan the camera down a little bit so that you can see all of the experimenting going on. Okay. So the ingredients and the tools that we're going to need tongs. You're going to need 5 slices of white bread. I only have 4, and I'll explain in a minute. You're going to need Ziploc bags. I do not have Ziploc bags, so I am using containers. I know we're growing mold and that sounds gross, but you can always wash them in hot water and it will be okay. And I have 4 slices of bread because 2 of my containers cannot fit a full slice, so I'm going to cut it in half. You're going to need hand sanitizer, soap and warm water, and then your table. So, step 1. Which bread will grow the least amount of mold? So the smallest amount of mold, which one? Not touched, dirty hands, washed hands, hand with sanitizer, or from the table? I think it's going to be our washed hands. Okay, so I just made my guess and hypothesis. Take this moment to gather all of your materials. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, it's not necessarily the step 1, but it's my suggested step 1, is we are going to cut out these labels and tape them onto our boxes. Parents, you can cut these out, but I think it'd be best to help your child cut this out and get some OT skills in here. Do a little hand over hand. Okay. Perfect. Get the trash out of the way. Boom. Oh, there we go. Boom and boom. So, I'm going to get you some tape. And then let's tape these on. I'm going to do not touched in one that I don't have to cut. Not touched. Let's do from the table right here. And then let's do dirty hands. Let's do washed hands, and then let's do some hand sanitizer. Okay, so just to show you guys, I just kind of taped it to the top. So let's do not touched first. Actually, let's do dirty hands first so I can just grab it off of the top. I'm going to rub my hands all over this bread. Okay. It's actually a little bit big, so I'm just going to cut a little bit of my bread off. Okay. Not touched. There we go. Or dirty hands. Perfect. Put the lid on or Ziploc it tight. Here we go. Dirty hands. Next one I am going to do is not touched. I'm going to take my tongs and I am going to put my not touched bread in this container. Okay. Okay, so our next step is, we already have dirty hands done. We are gonna wash our hands. I'm actually gonna skip that step for a minute. And I'm gonna do the table first. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do table. So I'm gonna take my bread and I am going to cut it in half. And I'm going to take the side I touched with my fingers, and I'm going to pick it up with some tongs, and I'm going to go over to this counter right here, and I'm going to rub it. See, just kind of rubbing it. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to grab from the table, and I'm just going to drop it in there. Okay, there we go. And then for our next one, I'm going to do hand sanitizer. So I'm going to put some hand sanitizer on here. Okay, my hands are all sanitized. And I'm going to pick up this slice of bread and I'm going to rub my hands all over it. Okay. The bread has been sanitized. I'm going to do this. Hold it with the tongs while I'm opening this one. Put it in. Put the lid on. Okay, our last step is we need to wash our hands for 20 seconds. I'm going to sing Happy Birthday twice. Make sure the water's warm. It's getting there. It's not quite warm yet. Okay, it's warm. And I'm going to put some soap on my hands. Happy birthday to you. 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 All right, rinse our hands off. Okay. I'm going to get a fresh towel. I'm going to dry my hands with a clean towel, never used to dry hands before. Okay. And I'm going to rub my hands on this piece of bread. My clean hands, rubbing it. And then I'm going to put it in there. And as you can see, it's in my washed hands. And now I have myself a little pile of bread in containers. And I am just going to set these on my counter for a little bit. And I'm going to see if mold starts to grow. There we go. And that is basically our last steps. And then later on, once the mold starts to grow, we have some more worksheets to fill out. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I love to see what your results turn out to be. Thank you.